of collaborating with Chief Justice to pile up Supreme Court with judges who are loyal to him. We've got this and more coming up. Do stay. Good morning, you're welcome to the GH Today News. My name is Acquah. On to our first story. Now, the largest opposition party, the National Democratic Congress, is describing the proposal by Chief Justice Gertrude Saki-Tokono to appoint 5 new Supreme Court judges as a bid to undermine the country's democracy. Now, this follows the naming of Justice Angela Mensah Homia, Justice Eric Che Bafo, Justice Sarah Pamela Cranting, Justice Edward Amakwa-Asante, and Justice Efia Sewa Asariboche, currently presiding on the controversial ambulance trial involving Minority Leader Kesio Atto-Folson, to be added to the already appointed 15 judges at the Apex Court. The party claims the move seeks to compromise the principle of checks and balances, which is crucial for a functioning democracy.
The opposition National Democratic Congress has raised concerns over a purported appointment of justices to the Supreme Court by President Akufo-Addo. This comes following a recommendation by Chief Justice Her Ladyship Gertrude Tokono nominating 5 additional justices to the Apex Court. At a press briefing in Accra, the National Democratic Congress accused President Akufo-Addo of appointing judges who are loyal to him for his parochial interests.
Further packing of the courts will do very little to restore trust and confidence in the judiciary, which already is at an all-time low. With general elections set to take place just in a few months, we are of the view that President Akufo-Addo must immediately halt his plans to make any further appointment to the superior courts. This is in view of the fact that he has already packed the court with too many of his loyalists, to the disbelief of many right-thinking Ghanaians and consummate Democrats. Again, there are enough judges on the bench at this particular point in time to deal with the judicial issues.
The party is therefore demanding a halt to appointing new judges to the Apex Court. General Secretary of the party, Fifi Fiavikwete, noted the president's action with the Chief Justice is a ploy to escape post-election accountability.
With elections on the horizon, it is fair that any such appointment with far-reaching implications on this constitutional democracy should be left to the next president of the Republic of Ghana. It can, in fact, fuel legitimate concern that it is being done to ensure the presence of an overwhelming number of judges who are sympathetic to the current regime, who could be called upon to shield members of this government from scrutiny and to frustrate any future effort at exacting accountability from them when they leave power.
Now, the National Council of Governing New Patriotic Party is touting their 2024 presidential running mate, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, as loyal. This comes at a time a section of the public tagged the Menchia MP as arrogant following an announcement to partner flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now, the National Council of the NPP, however, assures Dr. Opoku-Prempeh is a reliable member of the NPP National Council. Now, as the running mates to the flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, for the 2024 elections, the decision was taken at the emergency meeting of the National Council on Thursday. Scores of party supporters who gathered at the venue of the meeting chanted the name of the Menchia South lawmaker even before he arrived for his affirmation. Now, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is the flag bearer of the party, were all in attendance when the decision was made. Musa Lansa covered and has more.
Well, even before the members of the National Executive Committee and the National Council arrived at the Alisa Hotel, scores of supporters of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh gathered in front of where the meeting was going to take place, singing and dancing and chanting beautiful accolades to the Energy Minister, whose name has resonated within the party's rank and file from last week when his name came up as the obvious choice for the running mate of the New Patriotic Party. We engaged a couple of them, and the message that ran through them is that concerns that the running mate nominee is arrogant, which is coming in from the camp of the NDC. It's just something that indicates that the NDC is afraid of the running mate choice of Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia.
Napo is known as a principle man, a man of principle. I mean, if somebody is being principled, I don't know how they can easily term it as being arrogant.
You know. Me ba cho ni die ma ho brasim. Ya se papa emu ade. Ya papa na adodan kwa kufu ado. Di asam ani anka mfa ne ho. Waya kwatia. Waya hwan nsam bebre. Na so ne nyame atworo, ye nyame atworo no atworo.
In our Ghanaian society, we normally when someone is confident, we normally mistaken it as arrogant. Matthew Opoku Prempeh is not that arrogant as perceived by the NDC. Even on social media, we can see a lot of the NDC people posting about what he has said previously, but that is not the case. Let's look at what he can do for the nation.
Well, after almost 3 hours of meeting, the National Council affirmed the decision of the flag bearer to name Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh as his running mate for the December 7th polls. And that was done with so much ease, as most people who were around, even before the council met, had made up their minds as to who to or as to how they are going to vote when they get into the meeting. And so within a short period, when the nominee was asked to come in, the group took a decision that, well, he is the right person for the 2024 election. He is going to help or partner Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia to win the elections. Here,
ladies and gentlemen of the press, I'm happy to report that after the necessary consideration, the National Council of the party unanimously endorsed the presidential candidate's nomination of Honorable Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, Member of Parliament for Menchia South and Energy Minister, as the Vice Presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, pursuant to our Constitution, Article 13(3).
If there's anyone who knows Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh very well, then as the Minister of State at the President in charge of local government and rural development, Honorable Obi Amma, he says he has known Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh from secondary school, and he is who he says he is. He's the one who is going to bring the goods to partner the flag bearer of the NPP to win the 2024 general elections.
Suitable because he has experience. Political experience he has, I don't think any running mate can match him. The passion he has for politics, for our party, I don't think any other those running mates can match him. It's the best that we could ever dream of. They will complement the ticket Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Well, that's what we have for the GH Today News this morning. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. For more updates, click on starfm.com.gh. My name is Amma Acquah.
GHOne OV van has been one of the best vans I've used personally in this country. It runs a system where we are able to run on Dante to be able to do our broadcast mixed well also from this van.
I've used this OB van for quite a number of big productions, i.e. 3 music awards, the late President Rollis' state funeral, Emmys Africa Awards, and a number of them.
My experience with the GHOne van has been the state of the art equipment they have. Personal experience is you can use it for both indoor and outdoor, all events, conferencing, like anything you need a van to work for you, GHOne provides it.
My experience with the van has been very good. Why? Because it has a number of facilities that I may not get in other vans. You know, the van has a very wide bench that can accommodate all my technical crew, ICCU, switcher, graphics, CG, and all of that. And then it also has a studio, a green room studio that comes with TriCaster. So if you want somebody to do commentary on a live event, you can put that presenter who's in that studio as well and get that running.
To give an experience to our audience, we're also watching on TVs and online. Work with an Exo technology system, which makes your video mixing with Panasonic cameras, like a lot of other styles in terms of content you need to get also for your live broadcasts.
I prefer the GHOne van to a lot of other vans I've used, or even doing my own setup on a tabletop setup, because on a production you see a number of people in the van, and so if you have a very small van, it means that it's going to be choked, and that will affect the creativity as well. The price has been discounted as well to accommodate varied budgets, and so no matter the budget you have, I understand you can have the track and do business with it.
It looks huge, but very affordable. Cost is really, really affordable. My experience with this EMI Awards last year, super excellent. Try it, call them, and I'm going to give you the best of price. Really affordable.